Welcome to Content Analysis. Today, we're re-uncovering the challenges Europe faces in trying to build its own electric vehicle EV battery industry. At first glance, local production sounds like a smart move after all. Controlling the supply chain reduces dependence on foreign countries and strengthens technological sovereignty. However, Europe is learning a hard truth. Competing with China in battery production is far tougher than expected. Despite high EV adoption rates, much of Europe's growth still depends on batteries and components imported from China. Many European companies have had to cancel ambitious battery manufacturing projects in recent years because producing batteries locally is no longer economically viable. Porsche, for instance, scaled back production at its Cellforce battery division to focus on research and development rather than mass manufacturing. Similarly, Northvolt, which aimed to make Europe a battery powerhouse, went bankrupt in 2024 due to production challenges and mounting losses. These examples highlight the difficulty of establishing a competitive battery supply chain from scratch, even with strong government support. China dominates the global battery industry in multiple ways. Its mature supply chain, massive manufacturing scale, and prolonged state-backed incentives allow it to produce batteries at lower costs than anyone else, particularly lithium iron phosphate LFP batteries. This dominance forces European companies to rely on Chinese imports to keep EV prices affordable. Think of it like trying to produce high-quality smartphones in a country that doesn't yet have the supply of semiconductors and screens that China has. The costs quickly spiral out of control. Some European battery projects are still progressing. Volkswagen's PowerCo division, for instance, has ramped up production at its Salzgitter plant in Germany, with a capacity to supply 250,000 EVs annually. However, most of the manufacturing tools and equipment still come from Asia, showing that Europe remains partially dependent on Chinese technology. To address this, the EU has launched programs like Battery Booster, providing 1.8 billion euros in interest-free loans to local battery manufacturers, while also pushing for local sourcing of critical minerals. Inspired by policies like the US Inflation Reduction Act (IRA), Europe's challenges are mirrored globally. In the US, battery plants have been delayed or scaled back, partially due to policy shifts and loss of tax credits, showing that building a local battery ecosystem requires both economic viability and stable government support. The lesson is clear. Achieving technological independence in a China-dominated industry is complex, expensive, and requires years of planning. It's similar to setting up a farm from scratch in a region that already imports cheap produce. You need resources, knowledge, and time to compete effectively. In conclusion, Europe's quest for battery independence is a strategic necessity but not an easy path. While policymakers and companies are investing heavily, they must navigate high production costs, supply chain gaps, and strong Chinese competition. This ongoing struggle highlights how globalization and local ambitions often collide in high-tech industries. For businesses and individuals alike, the key takeaway is that building self-reliance in any sector requires patience, innovation, and smart investment. Thank you for watching Content Analysis. If you found this video insightful, make sure to stay connected with our channel for more in-depth analysis of global technology trends, EV innovations, and economic insights.